So, in assessing this year, did you exceed your own expectations, or how would you assess it?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was definitely a different year. Like, I didn't try to put too many expectations in coming here, and I was just, excited to be part of something. So, for me, I thought I grew a lot as a player. I think there's still lots of room to grow for sure. Um, I probably played, a little more than even I expected to. But that's something that you kind of just take in stride, and something that you're never going to say no to. So it was a heck of a year, and I had a lot of fun. So I'm just excited to do it next year.
Did you have envisioned being David Pasternak centerman when you signed?
No, and I mean, I'm sure a lot of people didn't think that I would be either. I don't know if anyone did. So, I mean, it's kind of one of those things where it's like you dream of those sort of things, and to be able to do it, and I did my best, and I thought we had a great group of guys and a good team, and we just a few bounces our way and closing out a few games could definitely turn the tide in a lot of things. So yeah, it was good. It was a good learning experience for sure.
What do you want to build on in your game?
Just a little bit more finishing, a little bit more in the offensive zone. When you get those starts with those kind of players that I had the fortune of playing with, being able to convert on those opportunities and that, and my face-offs too, for sure. That was something that was a strength for me, and seemed to slip a little bit this year. So that'll just be getting on top of it again.
Does this feel like this franchise for you, and you feel like this is a fit, like that, given where you've been and so forth? Does this feel like this has been the best fit for you so far?
I mean, yeah, me personally, like, just coming to the rink every day, it seems to be, a place that you want to be. You want to spend all the time with the guys and stuff like that. So, yeah, I had a great year here, and I'm excited to do it next year. So, yeah, to your point, I would say for right now, yeah, it's been like the most fun I've had, probably the best fit, and it's been great for my family too. My wife and my daughter were brought in with open arms and everything. So, I'm just excited to keep growing and do what I can for this organization.
If you go back to last July and when you were trying to calculate, the best fit, whether it's Boston or Team X or Y, did it end up being what you thought in terms of what the decision process was?
Yeah, I mean, when that happens, you kind of observe all your options and decide what you're going to do. But this was kind of all it was hyped up to be and more. So everyone talks about the culture and the people in this room, and I don't think it gets enough credit for how good it actually is. So to be a part of this is something special, and to have the role that I ended up having, playing with generational players and being a part of this group is something that I'll always cherish for sure, and look to build on next year.
Johnny's got a lot of cash to go shopping. He'll bring in other free agents. What would you tell those guys if they're weighing their options?
I mean, honestly, I don't know if I have to tell them anything. I think guys know around the league, like, just this is a great place to play, and I think it's something that you always kind of have on your resume, even if it's a quick stop, and you see guys that stop for a bit that still talk about it, years later. So those kind of things, just like they stick around, and it's important that guys see that. So it's not something that I need to start pushing, or guys need to start pushing, because they'll find their way here if they really want it.
You mentioned somebody that did. Is there somebody that did that you said guys that were here a short time and still talk about it? Was there somebody that you heard that from?
I wouldn't say anyone in particular. I just know, I've played on a few teams, guys that have been there, and just you see them come in, even if it's at the end of the deadline or like for a full year, the short time, that they just talk about the culture and everything in this room, that mediocrity is kind of unacceptable. So yeah, guys figure it out pretty quick, and it's something they try to take to other teams. So it's something you want to build off of for sure.
You talked about going home and working on face it. Can you do that? Can you just work on that element?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it takes two, but it's good. It's one of those things that it's more of an art than anything. Guys do them in different ways. So just being able to learn to play to my strengths, kind of thing, and just get back on top of that.
Is it still snowing in Manitoba?
I know it snowed in Calgary the other day, so I'm not too sure about Manitoba.